Some names in the muscle car world aren't just remembered, they're worshipped. The Barracuda is one of them. For decades, it's been the stuff of posters, drag strip legends, and garage daydreams. But it was also a ghost. It disappeared in the mid-70s, right when emissions regulations and an oil crisis buried the first golden age of American performance. People thought it would never return. And then a broken bar 2026 happened. The rebirth isn't timid. The new Barracuda doesn't whisper back into the world, it slams the door open and steps in like it owns the place. It's slow, wide, and somehow both retro and futuristic all at once. When you see it for the first time, you notice the fastback profile, a respectful nod to the 1974 e-body cars, but every curve is sharper, every angle more deliberate. The designers clearly wanted you to recognize it, but also to understand this isn't some retro cosplay. This is a Predator built for now. The front fascia is aggressive without being over-styled. A blacked-out grille with slim LED lighting that glows like a set of narrowed eyes, an integrated splitter that looks ready to scrape the ground at triple-digit speeds. The hood bulges no cosmetic flourish underneath, it hides an engine bay that refuses to bow to trends. No downsized turbo 4. No mandatory hybrid assist. This is old-school spirit married to modern engineering. And under the hood? The heart of the 2026 Barracuda is a naturally aspirated 6.4-liter Hemi V8. 505 horsepower. 475 pound-feet of torque. Rear-wheel drive. A 6-speed manual option if you're brave enough to work for it, an 8-speed automatic if you want lightning-fast shifts without the leg workout. In an era where electric dominance is inevitable, Plymouth, or, more accurately, Stellantis, gave the purists one last dance partner. Stock, it's already a weapon. But for us, stock is the appetizer. The point of build and burn is simple: take something great, make it greater, then put it to the test until the tires cry for mercy. And that's exactly what we're about to do. First, we let the car idle in the garage, the Hemi's deep throb echoing off the walls. The exhaust tone is rich but polite, too polite. The factory setup keeps the volume just shy of antisocial. That won't do. Off comes the stock system, on goes a full catback made of mandrel bent stainless steel. It's lighter, freer breathing, and ends in dual carbon fiber tips. The first start after the swap is like waking a sleeping animal with a poke. The revs snap up faster, the note gains a deeper growl with just enough crackle on the overrun to make your inner 12-year-old grin. Next, we move to the intake side. The Barracuda's stock airbox is fine for daily use, but we want the motor inhaling like it's trying to pull the horizon closer. A high-flow cold air intake goes in, paired with a larger throttle body. Combined with a retune on the ECU, we pick up close to 40 horsepower on the dyno. The throttle response is transformed: tap the pedal, and the engine leaps like it's been waiting for permission. Suspension is next. From the factory, the Barracuda rides firm but compliant, aiming for that sweet spot between comfort and performance. But we're looking for something more track-ready. Adjustable coilovers replace the stock dampers, allowing us to lower the car by an inch and fine-tune the rebound and compression. We add stiffer sway bars to control body roll and polyurethane bushings to sharpen steering feedback. The tires are swapped for Michelin Pilot Sport 4S, a step up in grip without sacrificing too much street usability. Wrapped around lightweight forged 20-inch wheels, they shave unsprung mass and improve responsiveness. The stance now looks dialed in, no wheel gap, just a purposeful, ready-to-launch posture. And with great speed must come great stopping power. Out go the stock brakes, in come 6-piston Brembos up front and 4 pistons in the rear, clamping down on cross-drilled rotors. the pedal feel changes instantly. Press down and you can feel the bite happen right now, with no sponginess, no lag. We take the Barracuda to a long stretch of rural two-lane where the horizon seems to pull back forever. The air is cool, the pavement dry, the kind of conditions you dream about for a shakedown run. The Hemi idles with that uneven heartbeat, the sound of potential energy waiting to become kinetic. You clutch in, slide the shifter into first, and roll out slow but only for a moment. You bury the throttle. The rear tires squirm, then hook. The front end lifts just enough to let you know the weight has shifted rearward. The sound inside the cabin is a wall of V8 fury, a mechanical roar layered with induction noise and exhaust boom. Corners aren't just handled, they're attacked. The upgraded suspension keeps the body flat, the tires bite, and the steering tells you exactly what's happening under the front wheels. You can feel the micro-slips as the grip edges toward its limit, a delicate dance between adhesion and controlled slide. On corner exit, the rear steps out just a hair before the Michelin's grab and slingshot you forward. Hard braking is where the Brembos earn their keep. From triple-digit speeds, the car hauls itself down with zero drama, the nose dipping just enough to load the front tires, the pedals staying firm all the way. No fade, no wandering, just precision. But this isn't just about raw numbers. It's about character. The Barracuda feels alive in a way that many modern cars don't. The shifter has weight. The clutch requires commitment. The steering, even with electric assist, communicates the texture of the asphalt. It demands you be part of the process, not just along for the ride. As the sun starts to set, we find ourselves on a stretch of highway with just enough traffic to have witnesses. A pair of modern performance sedans pull alongside, curious. A quick downshift, a flash of the headlights, and the Barracuda clears its throat. When the road opens, we go. The acceleration pins you, the other cars fading into the rear view like they were standing still. At the next exit, they pull alongside again, windows down, thumbs up. The universal language of respect. Night falls. The headlights cast a wide, bright beam on the road ahead, the taillights glowing red and mean in the mirrors. The cabin feels like a cockpit, every control exactly where it should be. The sound of the V8 is less frantic now, more of a steady drumbeat as we cruise back toward home base. The adrenaline is still there, but it's tempered with the satisfaction of knowing this car lived up to, maybe even surpassed, the legend it carries. This build wasn't about making the fastest Barracuda in the world. It was about making one that feels like it could belong in any era of performance history, the A60s, the A70s, or now. A car that could line up at the drag strip, carve a canyon road, or just sit in a parking lot and turn heads without trying. The burn proved it. The 2026 Barracuda isn't just a revival, it's a reminder. A reminder that muscle cars aren't just about speed. They're about attitude, sound, smell, and the way they make you feel behind the wheel. They're about the grin you can't suppress when the tach swings past 5,000 RPM. They're about the way strangers give you a nod of recognition, not because they know the specs, but because they know the spirit.